Hello, everybody. Good evening. Welcome to Piraeus, Greece. This is the FIBA Olympic Qualifying Tournament 2024, and we're going to watch the Group A opener tonight, Slovenia against Croatia. And this is going to be a humdinger of a game, folks. Some big-time players, none bigger than that man right there, Luka Doncic, in the house. You look at Group A, it consists of Slovenia, New Zealand, and Croatia, and that is their FIBA World Ranking presented by Nike. Croatia, the only one of these three teams that did not play at the FIBA Basketball World Cup last year. Slovenia make it to the quarterfinals. New Zealand, they were good. They were in Manila, but ultimately this Croatia team made it because they won a pre-Olympic qualifying tournament in Turkey, and they are dangerous. So I'm Jeff Taylor, once again joined by Michael Roll for tonight. And Michael, as always, a pleasure to have you. And I'll just remind those, maybe if they missed the first game, you played in one of these games, one of these tournaments rather, 8 years ago. In fact, against some of these players are watching tonight when you represented Tunisia in Turin.
Yeah, we played against Croatia in the Turin tournament that you mentioned. Some of the guys were on this team. Croatia, always a tough battle, a tough out for anybody. They have a very fantastic 4, maybe 5. After that, the depth is going to drop out a little bit, but that first 5 is very dangerous. So we're going to have one heck of a battle tonight.
Well, they have been they were impressive the other night. I watched them play against Brazil, and Hezonja was just absolutely sensational, 39 points. But then again, Dario Saric, 20-plus points, a bunch of rebounds, and a bunch of assists. And Ivica Zubac, as always, that tower of power inside for them. But yeah, the big question perhaps looming, what about the depth in that team? And where is Luka Doncic in terms of his fitness, having played in the NBA Finals not that long ago for the Dallas Mavericks in their 4-1 series defeat to Boston?
Yeah, he was banged up in the NBA playoffs, especially in the finals there. You could just see wincing in pain at times. Such a long grind for him, especially the usage, playing close to 40 minutes a game in an NBA game. Out here, usage is just going to be as high. He's probably going to have the ball in his hands at all times in the half court. Sometimes they'll like to get out and run. Zoran Dragic's going to take some of that pressure off of him. But we're gonna have to keep our eye on his health, his usage rate, and how much he's going to be able to give it a go out here.
Well, 8 players in this team played in the team that won the FIBA Olympic qualifying tournament in Kaunas in 2021 and played at the Olympics in Tokyo. And there he is, Luka Doncic, who, quite frankly, folks, I mean, this is Giannis's house, so to speak. This is Greece, but I think there are just as many people excited to see Luka Doncic. And we'll talk more about that in a minute. But for now, we're going to have a pause for the playing of the national anthems.
Please remain standing for the national anthem of Slovenia.
So national anthem's done and dusted. Pre-game greetings underway, and then it's going to be let the games begin, let the game get underway. And there is really such a buzz that Luka Doncic just creates just when he walks into the place. Never mind what he does during the game. It's just when he shows up, you just feel it in the arena. The referees tonight got to silence from Latvia on the left. Luis Vasquez Ocasio from Puerto Rico in the middle, the crew chief, and Daniel Alberto Garcia Nieves from Venezuela on the right. And the pregame warm-ups, and we'll get a look at the starting fives. And here are the starting fives for, here's the starting five for Croatia with Goran Filipovic, Jalen Smith, Mario Hezonja, Dario Saric, and Ivica Zubac with Borna Kapusta, Filip Krušlin, Vranis Brankovic. Keep an eye on him. Both Drezniaks and Nakic coming off the bench for coach Josip Cesa. And you were remarking how big Brankovic was in the warm-ups.
Yes, just looking at him, he looks to be over 7 feet. He's looking athletic, well above the rim on his finishes, very bouncy.
What about this man, though? He's a key player, we think, Ivica Zubac.
Oh, very key. He's going to hold down the paint. He's going to hit you with the nice jump hooks, that inside paint presence, you know, blocks, rebounds, jump hooks. He's pretty good in the short roll.
And Josip Cesar, informed by reliable sources. Back, what was it? It was the Michael of Mostar when he was growing up as a player, point guard. In other words, being compared to his airness. Didn't really work out that way ultimately on the court, but he's gotten a chance to coach this team and so far has done well. Starting five for Slovenia, meanwhile, Alexei Nikolic, Nebo, Zoran Dragic, Vlatko Čančar, and Luka Doncic, who's the captain. And then it's Klemen Prepelic, Edo Muric, Gregor Horvat, Serkvanik, Škuta, Dimec, and Stergar coming off the bench for Alexander Sekulic. And Luka Doncic is, you just can't keep him out of the headlines. What a great season. One of the three players that went up for the MVP award that was won by Nikola Jokic. And you look at those numbers, and just a stunning athlete. And long may it continue, really. Alexander Sekulic, again, the head coach.
Yeah, so much can be said about Luka. What I'm most impressed with and that I appreciate the most is just him outthinking the opponents. He's not using his athletic ability all the time. He's just making the right reads, making the defense think one thing, he's producing another. Just playing that chess game. He's usually 2 steps ahead of everybody, seeing everything in the back of his head with the eyes. I mean, he's got the most insane passing ability in the world right now. And you said it. Look at this arena. It's starting to fill up. There's definitely a buzz, a wave every time he steps in the arena. They're going to be looking at him, probably a camera on him the whole game.
There's Brankovic. That's who we were talking about. Played at Bayern Munich, FC Bayern for Pablo Lasso this season. And definitely one of those Croatian up-and-coming players. No shortage of talent in Croatia, but it's hard to believe we didn't see him at the World Cup. But that's how competitive it is these days. You got to make it through the European qualifiers to get there if you're Croatia.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of good teams.
A lot of good teams. I mean, for being so small, Croatia is just so talented in many things. Obviously, the football team had a great run for many, many years. The basketball team, very good. This is going to be
tennis.
Tennis. This is going to be a great show tonight. We're in for a good game.
Some serious legends from Croatian basketball. There's Alexander Sekulic, the head coach. And really, you know, they raised the bar so high when they won that FIBA Olympic qualifying tournament in Kaunas, and also made it to the Olympics and came within one play, arguably, of making it. I can't remember if it was the overtime or winning that game or against France, but they were that close. That's raising the bar high. And in some ways, even though people knew they'd be good, it kind of like, they kind of caught people by surprise at how good they were. So it's a tough act to follow. Good evening, everybody. We are underway here in Piraeus. Croatia winning the opening tip. Nebo competing early with Zubac down low. Jalen Smith provides some three-point shooting. Here's Saric, turns quickly. Nowhere to go against Luka. And he ends up getting to the free throw line. I don't know if the foul.
For Slovenia, number 77, Luka Doncic.
Yep, the foul on Doncic was the call. Well, we know that Luka Doncic, at the best of times, doesn't like fouls called on him, so that was definitely kind of iffy. But Charlotte goes to the line, next to first.
Doncic's not really the biggest fan of the referees in many games that he plays with. I guess that's not the way we wanted to see it with the foul, but okay, here we go. Got to keep your hands up from the rest of the game. Give the fans what they want.
So to win this FIBA Olympic qualifying tournament, that's what you need to do to make it to the Olympics. Doncic and Slovenia did it just 3 years ago. Here he is uncorking a long one. Hezonja, and he puts up the air ball. Good defense out of the perimeter. Somebody got a hand in the face. Doncic, the lob to Nebo! And the more time they're together, the more you get to see that.
You see where Luka just kind of waited for the defense to come to him. He knew what he was doing. Nobody saw it till Nebo was dunking it.
And Nebo showed the hops on that one. Zubats. And Zubats follows up his miss and puts it up and in. Dragic again and a lob to Nebo. Well, such a big part of their game a few years ago with Mike Tobey and everybody, really.
I think that's where Slovenia really has to look to get it out on the break. Zoran Dragic, he's so good in the fast break, attacking downhill to relieve pressure from Luka Doncic all the time.
Charlotte with the bucket. He's the captain of the Croatia. Chanchar. And that's the question. Where is he right now, and can he get to where they need him to be to win this OQT? Jalen Smith. Oh boy, here he goes. Jalen Smith, of his many qualities, that is one of them. Nikolic wide open. Hezonja with the rebound. Hezonja with his little turnaround missing. It took a while for Alexei Nikolic to warm up the other night against Brazil in a warm-up game, but once he got it going, he was good. And here is a foul. Filipovic.
Smart foul in transition by Filipovic. Chanchar just looking to head down to the rim, was kind of having his way. Smart foul to stop the break, send it to the side.
And that was the lob, one of the lobs to Nebo. Look at this lob. You said that you just waiting for the defense to come. And look at that.
Wow.
I mean, just over the hands of
Pinpoint pass.
Nebo again.
Nebo has that floater. Not many centers have that, but he's got a great touch in the middle of the key.
Dragic sticking with Hezonja. Filipovic leans into one. Oh. He's not the first choice to shoot it, but I tell you what, he can get hot and he can really hurt you, Filipovic. Doncic, a little fade. Gives Jalen Smith a chance to get it out to Šarić, and that's the second foul. No, sorry, that's on Chanchar. Look at Šarić. He knows how to finish. And Chanchar not doing too much wrong there. The contact comes when Šarić reaches out.
Šarić definitely creates that contact. Iggy's, I don't know about that foul call on the reach around.
So a couple of free throw misses for Šarić. Or excuse me, that was, yeah, Šarić. And Jalen Smith trying to stick with Doncic, reaches over and fouls him.
Ball possession for Slovenia.
I think there was more collision with Dragic that hurt him that time. Vasquez calls the foul, the Puerto Rican referee. Of course, Puerto Rico, as we look at Doncic hosting one of the OQTs. And yeah, it was a foul on Hazelnia. So that's the third foul, Croatia, and Chanchar misses. And it won't matter if they can get the rebound, but not able to stay in bounds. Šarić backing up. Filipovic from the wing, and that's good. Well, promising start for Croatia.
Yeah, a lot of talk of the big four here for Croatia. I mean, if Filipovic can be able to knock down open shots like that, he's probably going to be able to get them all game. That's a big threat to all the rest of the teams in this tournament. And, you know, as Luka's going to the line here, we see the three by Filipovic, but Luka at the line, I was thinking we'd see Chanchar on Šarić and Luka guarding Jalen Smith, but if Croatia's going to drop it in the post and make Luka work, kind of bang down low, use a lot of energy, I might want to think about making that switch because that's going to really tire Luka out.
Already alarm bells ringing here for Slovenia early against Croatia.
Yeah, and just like that, Coach Sekulic makes the switch. Luka Doncic now going to be guarding Filipovic, kind of roam around.
On the baseline, Filipovic.
Yeah, I was going to say not much of a threat, but that's 2 in a row for a quick 5 points.
Well, he can get it going. And the bounce pass. And he makes it over Doncic. So let's go down to the bench and hear from Coach Sekulic.
Hey, on defense, we need to put more pressure on them. It's too easy, everything's easy. First press the ball, especially Zubas outside. Okay, Josh, baseline, trap with okay, he's a bad passer. We want to be a passer, okay? Put him under pressure. Okay, yeah, no, but he got here, so he got to be the easy. Okay, makes sense? Listen, hey, we need to fight hard now. Fight hard to get grind back. Grind back. Okay, let's go first play. Let's see what they're gonna do. Let's go elbow pecha. You know elbow pecha? Okay, let's go.
Starts getting to the line, making that shot, and so far so good for Croatia. Šarić 5 points, 2 of 2, but what you notice with him is that he has that across-the-board production. And much like Luka, Doncic, he just kind of does what needs to be done.
Yeah, great tool guy, handyman. He's got the 3 rebounds. I mean, they're going to be looking for him in the post, so he's going to has a lot of tools to his offensive game.
So there's a foul, and Croatia now with 4. So that any more they're going to. No, they are. That's number 5. So they're going to put him on the line. So they brought in Prepelic, and he immediately gets to the line.
Yeah.
Also, Krušlin is checked in for Croatia.
Prepelic, big-time shooter. Probably the best way he can get into this game. Get right to the free throw line, catch a rhythm, 2 for 2, all net. Now you're going to be feeling good. He's probably going to let it go from 3 soon.
Yeah, he is definitely offensive-minded. Krushland, he can score as well. He's not shy about putting it up. Here's Hezlanya. Oh boy, look at that. The three-pointer is good. He can fill it up. Doncic. Misses it right at the rim. Hezlanya brings it back. Šarić for 3. Oh boy, had that gone, boy. Might have been panic from that Slovenia bench. They need to get it going. The reach and the foul.
Second foul on Mario Hezonja. Great draw by Luka Doncic. Kind of sticks the ball out like James Harden used to do, gets the foul. Not what you need if you're a Croatia fan. Hezonja with 2 fouls. The guy who can really get it going for them. He's like a microwave. As soon as he gets on the court, man, he's looking to score.
Well, that depth concern that we were talking about for Croatia could be tested pretty soon here. Luka Magic, indeed. Those fans had it right. Seems to be limping a little bit. Or wincing, not limping. Cancar on Šarić. And he just bowled his way in, gets it back, and puts it up and in.
Talk about bringing your hard hat to work. Dario Saric puts his head down, maybe 3 or 4 shoulders in there to get to the rim.
Luka with the step back, front and back of the rim, and stays out. Gregor Horvat in the game as well for Slovenia. And yeah, I'm with you. I'd kind of like to see Prepelic let a couple fly. So he picks up the foul there, Prepelic. Now it's Zubas going right at Nebo. Oh, Nebo. Oh boy, Filipovic didn't give up on it, knocks it away, got it back, and then Horvat almost came up with a steal. Hezlanya for 3. It's a good looking release, but he had a little bit of pressure that time. Good catch, Cancar Prepelic. Here it is. Money is not there, but Cancar with the rebound.
Cancar kind of everywhere right now. Defensive scrap, defensive rebounds. Gets this offensive board here. Going to go to the line because Croatia's in the bonus.
Yeah, he's important not just for his shooting, but his rebounding.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, like you mentioned, he's got to be able to defend one of the best players on the other team, arguably the best player. I mean, they need Cancar at his best, and unfortunately, he's not at his best right now. This is the first one.
He's a big body. They got him listed at 6'8", 236 pounds.
He's put on weight, definitely.
I mean, part of that has been battling injuries. You know, you can't stay perfectly fit. You know, we wonder how he is physically, where he's at in his rehab. Definitely not at 100%.
Yeah, we can't all be like you, Mike. Perfection even after retirement. You need to get some sugar in your diet.
Appreciate that.
Kapusta in the game, number 4. And Šarić, look at that. And they are really getting it done inside with those rebounds on the offensive end.
Oh, some big body collisions under the rim. Šarić, Nebo, almost with the karate kick. Both take a pretty fall hard spill right there.
Yeah, it looked like Nebo may have caught a little bit of a foot in the area that you don't want to get hit. But no whistle.
I like that, the no calls. Let them play.
There he is, the legend, Banyatis Giannakis. You ever watch him coach?
No.
Oh, man. One of my favorites, if not the favorite. Legendary.
Over Dean Smith.
No, I'm talking about international basketball.
Oh, okay.
Even though Dean Smith led the USA to gold in '76. And now Šarić looks up the floor. And there's Zubac for the dunk. And boy, Croatia coming out leading by 13 points. Cancar with a little step back, that's it.
That was it. He's going to have that advantage over Zubac on the perimeter. He's kind of make him move his feet, but took his time. Nice little Dirk fadeaway step back off of one.
Yeah, that's right. It was a Dirk Nowitzki fade. So Cancar has to sit down. And that was Zubac. I mean, they've got a lot of shots in the paint, haven't they?
Beautiful drop off by Hazonia.
Yeah, 12 of their points in the paint so far. Here is a three-pointer from the right, and now it's Kapusta that joins the party. 27-13. Borna Kapusta. Good shooting is contagious, and Nebo misses. Žiga Dimec is going to check into the game, and that is a charge on Kapusta.
Clear charge. And he says, hey, sorry guys, turns around to his teammates, that was my fault.
Ado Muric also in the game now. Games are long though, you know, I mean, in the old days, you're up 14 points and it's looking really good. I mean, it looks good, but you can come back from 14 very quickly, can't you?
Very quickly for one. You have Luka Doncic even quicker. Just a quick couple step back threes.
Oh, it gets blocked.
Just like that. It gets blocked by Zubac. Very slow start to the game by Luka.
And Zubac just catches, turns, and scores. And definitely the alarm bells ringing back in Ljubljana. Their team trailing 29-13. Luka again tries to bank it in. Dimec trying to box out. The ball goes out of bounds. It looked like Dimec, but they're going to challenge this. But let's see what the call is first. They may have called a foul. Okay, no, they're going to change the call and give it to Croatia. That was the block by Zubac. Well, we're getting close to the territory of it couldn't have been a worse start for Slovenia. I mean, it's a 16-point deficit. This is astonishing. About the only good thing you can say about this right now is that they were still in the first quarter. They got time to come back. Krušlin hands it off. Boy, making it look easy. Nakic checking into the game, scores within just a couple of seconds. 31-13. Nikolic fouled, shooting a three by Kapusta. And the Slovenia that I've seen in the warm-up, that saw him play twice against Lithuania, saw him play against Brazil, they had a sense of urgency. So it's not like they're not locked in. But Croatia have been impressive in the build-up.
I'll tell you what, it's not just the stars for Croatia, but
everybody,
if you will, the others. I mean, a couple knockdown corner threes, that layup that we just saw, the baseline shot by Filipovic.
That'd be a good name for a movie, The Others. Here's Nikolic, starring Filipovic.
Kapusta.
Krušlin. It's their big break. And Nikolic takes his time, makes that one. Šarić, a little push from Hazonia. Looks like he got away with it on Horvat.
That's a big no call. That would have been the third foul on Hazonia.
I mean, if they review it, 31-16 at the end of one. Croatia on top of Slovenia. Croatia 9 of 16, but the 0 of 8 for Slovenia hurts. 9 of 16 inside their force. I mean, it's just all good for Croatia.
Yeah, most of that is Luka's slow start. You know, he missed a bunch of threes, a couple gimmies in the paint. He did have some nice plays, don't get me wrong, but not the Luka Doncic we're expected to see.
And as we look back at these plays, you know, it's kind of a bizarre finish, but I mean, maybe he didn't push off. Maybe Horvat kind of like fell, and that's why the whistle didn't blow. I'm assuming that's what it was. This was Charlotte. She started strong. And just wondering how this thing might unfold, and nobody should take New Zealand lightly as well. They will play tomorrow night for the first time. And, you know, it's going to be, you have to win the group to advance to the semifinals or finish second. You can't finish third. Get courtside 1891 on your smartphone, scan in that barcode, get the video stream, schedule, scores, everything at your fingertips. Yeah, it's Croatia against New Zealand tomorrow, so that would really put the pressure on New Zealand. And say if New Zealand does not finish first, and excuse me, say that Slovenia end up finishing the top two, but they finish second. That means potential crossover with Greece.
Yeah, with the semifinal.
First.
Yeah.
But then again, Greece would have to finish first, and we just watched the Dominican Republic take apart Egypt. So we'll see how that one goes tomorrow, but Greece have been playing very well.
Yeah, I'd say it's more likely that Greece finishes first. The start to this first quarter is not looking good for Slovenia. That would leave us a Giannis versus Luka semifinal if it were to stay that way.
Yeah, unless New Zealand come out and put in a strong performance and finish second or even win the group.
Right.
I mean, anything can happen at this stage.
Good pass.
And Nicholas missing the open three. And Žiga Dimec with the foul on Hazelnia.
Now, you don't want to cheat the game, but if I'm the Slovenian coach, I'm telling my guys to go at Mario Hezonja. If we could get his third foul here in this first half, let alone quickly in the second quarter, that would be very crucial to our team's success.
Yeah, get him out of the game ASAP. Oh, and that's Nikolic was the push on Kapusta. Looks like Slovenia picking up things on the physicality front.
You have to. Down 15.
Yeah.
Very poor first quarter. Not the way you wanted to start this OQT. You got to pick it up. Physicality is the one. Rev your motors up. Get that engine going.
Look at Šarić just get inside and just have his way with Edo Muric.
He's been the clear leader of this whole game.
Well, don't forget, 8 years ago, he was the MVP of the OQT that was held in Turin when Croatia beat Italy in overtime, made it to the Olympics, and that's more like it for Luka Doncic. Seems to be wincing a little bit.
Oh, that's a lot, not just a little. That power stop on the knee definitely did not feel good.
And Kapusta missing from deep, so the quick shot and the miss is good for Slovenia. They try to pick up the tempo, the whistle blows, but no, he wasn't getting the free throws. Sekulic wants the free throws. Inbounded.
That's something that he's elite at, the power stop. just kind of stopping right under the rim, let the defender fly by. He did it. He has been doing it for years now, but he has really perfected that. It's just so awkward for the defense to try to time it.
He's going to go right at Krushlin, takes the bump, and gets to the free throw line. Now, the worrying thing for Doncic is get to the free throw line, but he's not shooting his free throws at a great rate right now, so he'd much rather be going there for an and one. Olympic berth on the line. Only the winner of this OQT will go, as well as the winners of the OQTs in Riga and Valencia and in San Juan. And he does make both this time.
No jinx.
It's back to a 13-point deficit. Slovenia need to get some easy buckets here. They need to force some turnovers. Need to change the way this game has been played. Nakic for three. Oh boy, that's good.
The others again.
Oh my. Also starring Tony Nakic. And a cameo. Luka Doncic drives in for an easy layup. Šarić for three, not this time. Doncic. Well, just can't buy a bucket right now. And Hazelnia keeps playing with the two fouls.
Hazelnia has not come out yet.
He has not.
He's only got 3 points, 3 rebounds, but he's always got that threat. You got to stay close to him.
We just saw that play, and over there, Cesar being instructed by the Venezuelan referee why there was no foul. Oh boy. Doncic with another personal. Will he come out?
My guess is no. Yeah, clear foul. Rake across the arm. Hazelnia, as soon as he saw the matchup with Doncic, eyes lit up, just attacked right away. Same thing for him now. If they can pick up a third on Luka, that might go a long way for the team.
That's right. Well, Hazelnia's only got 3 points. It's just taking a while for anybody in the Slovenia team to warm up. And I don't think since Prepelic, did he miss a corner jumper?
Yes.
And the ball goes off of Nakic's hands.
Great turnout action for Prepelic to get him going. Gets to the rim.
That's the guy that has to get it going.
That was just an absolutely beautiful draw play. Flare screen for Prepelic to catch it on the go on the wing. Drives baseline. Great screen by Nebo.
Oh, Zubas turns and dunks. And Prepelic fouled by Nakic. Still fouls to give for Croatia.
See the dunk by Zubac, but Luka's expecting a baseline help. Probably got to give a little bit more resistance on the defensive end, but he's expecting his teammate to be there in the paint for the turn.
But he's also got the 2 fouls. Here he is handing it off. A little pump fake for Nikolic, and he missed a shot. Zubac did just enough to put him off. Hazanya for 3. And there he goes. And that's why you want to try to get him out if you're Slovenia. But he takes it back up to a 17-point advantage.
Look at the rotation on his shot, man. That is something of beauty.
So let's go down to hear Coach Sekulic.
One more time. Guys, first pressure outside. Second, no easy catches. He's catching the ball way too easy. I know it's difficult, but that's the way it is. Okay, let's go. One-on-one defense now, okay? Yeah, listen to me. Strong yo-yo. Strong yo-yo. We go back to down, but we're gonna go next one-on-one yo-yo. Okay, but no right, no over left shoulder.
First one.
It's one-on-one, then we go down.
Down has to be when he starts dribbling. Don't
Yes.
First down also will hit.
When we go down, it's about how we execute.
Already today, games being won in Riga by first Brazil over Montenegro and Latvia winning over Georgia. And we've seen the Bahamas kind of live up to the hype, winning against Finland and Valencia.
Bahamas are going to be a tough out. They look good.
Spain, perhaps the biggest hurdle for them to clear to get to the Olympics.
Yeah, it's not the best Spanish team on paper.
Filipovic goes sliding, then he can't get up. Coming out of the timeout, Chanchar. Good effort by Nebo to get it back to Chanchar, who puts it up again. He's fouled while shooting by Krushlin. So Kapusta has 3 fouls. And then you've got Jalen Smith and Filipovic, Krushlin and Hazanya all with 2. Chanchar, Zigadimec, and Doncic each with 2. He makes the first. I mean, if you are, oh, there he is, Jorge Garbajosa, president of FIBA Europe. And also the Greek Federation president in the house, Evangelos Liolios.
Good defense by Luka Doncic with a little help by Chanchar to get the block.
Doncic takes it deep, and boy, the ball just will not drop for him.
Yeah, another one on the front and back of the rim. It's a couple of those that he's had go in and out.
Hazanya hands it off to Zubac. Krushlin, no look pass. Nakic, not this time, but another rebound bounces over Nebo and into the hands of Zubac. Krushlin again. Zubac turns, and good defense by Josh Nebo. Oh, and that is a foul on Zubac quite clearly.
The camera didn't show him the whole time, but Zubac dumbfounded that he gets the foul call. It's clear you're just running over Luka Doncic at half court. The players that contest these calls,
Yeah.
and they're so dumbfounded, like, this is clear basketball.
And
This
he's
is
still going to argue it. But if you're up 15 points, you don't need to be talking to the refs, do you? Just play.
We have a technical foul, too?
So that is a big, no. They have, yeah. But the question is, who have they called to them? It is, okay.
Yep. Say so.
Well, that's a break. So, yeah, you're up 15, and you're arguing calls.
At half court.
While the other team is looking for something, anything, to try to get back in the game.
Yeah, maybe this is the spark for Slovenia.
Says I might regret that. Now, I have to watch it. He can't get another one, or he'll have an early shower. We haven't seen an unsportsmanlike foul today, have we? That's quite unusual.
Nothing in the first game. I'm hoping not to see it here in the second
I
game.
don't like him. So a little bit of hope now for Slovenia. They've closed the gap to 12 after the technical and the 2 free throws, or the technical free throw and the other 2 free throws. Filipovic missing. Doncic, he's starting to awaken from his slumber. Chanchar wide open, high arcing shot, and only grazed the net.
Right on target, just a little short.
Zubac goes right at Chanchar, and it turns out being a 5-point swing, and that's how it's going right now for Slovenia. Nikolic for 3, and they just can't buy a bucket. Certainly can't buy a 3-pointer. Filipovic from the wing, that's good.
Another one.
Croatia are flying right now. Doesn't matter they picked up the technicals. Back up to a 17-point advantage.
A lot of talk of the others for Croatia before the game. I'll tell you what, they're really answering the call and then some.
They're definitely Hollywood material right now. Nikolic drives in and scores. Well, what does Slovenia need to get this deficit down to by halftime, do you think?
You'd like to see it in single digits. That's always the goal when you're down big.
Cruisling from the left corner, and the other that time does not make it.
The mental hurdle that you have going in with the single-digit deficit versus a double-digit, a lot bigger than 1 point. Doncic just cannot get that floater to go.
Well, Doncic right now, 3 of 13 from the floor, 0 for 6 from 3-point range. Zubac fouled by Nebo going up. And again, this feels, you know, maybe with Prepelic, this is where you want to go for your points, but just wondering if they're taking him out of the game. I don't know. Defensively, Filipovic. So right now, Croatia, 7 of 15 from 3-point range, 47%. That's not bad. But it's even better when you consider Slovenia are 0 for 13 from 3-point range.
Zoran Dragic checking back in the game for Slovenia. It's a good look. Maybe get some downhill action, try to force more pressure on the rim. They're in the bonus. Get to the free throw line. That's when Prepelic is at his best. Somebody gets in the paint, collapse the defense, get a wide open 3 for Prepelic. Then, hey, maybe they can see that lid come off the rim.
I think everybody in this arena is stunned right now.
I am.
Yeah. Ourselves included. Prepelic, bounce pass.
Great pass.
Dragic. Šarić saves it before it goes out of bounds. Three-pointer for Jalen Smith, and he misses. So it's a contagious thing, isn't it? Once one goes, maybe that'll change things.
You hope.
And finally, Luka gets one to drop. It's funny because despite him having a really tough game, he's now got 14 points.
Yeah.
Good play by Doncic, and he's fouled by Zubac. And they need to be careful. They don't want another technical.
I'll tell you what, Zubac, I thought Luka took a dive after this. But let's see.
Yeah, he did.
He took a nice dive. A very smart play. Get another foul on Zubac. Head to the rim, or head to the free throw line, excuse me. get 2 cheap ones, get up to 16 points personal. Yeah, third foul on Zubac.
Third foul on Zubac. So that's a big call. And yeah, definitely. You're not going to get them all.
Yeah, that's why you just can't make the bonehead foul prior. When you
Yeah.
foul Luka Doncic at half court, just get out of the way.
Doncic's just trying to latch on to any type of success right now just to get going. He's got 16 points, leading all scorers in the game on a really bad night.
That's crazy. A really bad night, 16 points. 12 points and 4 rebounds in this quarter.
I mean, it could be worse for Slovenia.
Yes.
They're down 13. And they still got plenty of time to get this deficit to single digits.
The foul trouble for Croatia is something to really stress about.
Look at charge. Oh, that's a charge. Dragic stepping in there, taking one for the team.
The veteran putting his body on the line. Took it right in the chest. Great defense.
And Šarić. That's his first personal. The captain. Doncic taking it deep, little fade, puts it up. Gosh. And this time Nebo called for the foul going over the back. Well, he's kind of taking tough shots, but they're almost going in for whatever reason.
Yeah, it might look tough to us, but he makes that on the regular basis, you know. He's tall, he's a big body, he's able to lean back. So yeah, the defense is close, they have their hands up, but really, it's just him shooting practice. He's got the right touch, he just needs an ounce more of legs to get it over the rim. I think he'll find his touch, but man, it's been a rough first half for him.
Meanwhile, you got to salute this guy. He really set the tone, and look at that.
Yeah.
9 points, 8 rebounds, has a couple of assists to go with it. Wonder where Šarić is going to end up in the pantheon of greats of Croatian basketball. There's so many good ones. He's definitely lived up to the hype, I think. And Prepelic somehow is able to retain possession by throwing it off of Filipovic. And then Prepelic saying he got pushed, but I don't think so. Here's Prepelic for 3. That's good.
There it is.
He's the guy. But I mean, we've kind of known that from the beginning. That'll then take some pressure off Luka.
Yeah. He's got to get some more attempts. It's only his second 3 attempt of the game. I'd like to see him get 10 if I were the coach.
Oh, what a pass from Šarić to Nakic. 3rd assist of the game. Prepelic again, and not this time. Oh. Šarić going to work and scores. Got the matchup they wanted with Doncic.
Gonna hold here for the last shot.
And it's gonna be Dragic for 3.
They shoot quickly, give another chance to Croatia as they're coming down. Jalen Smith.
He gets it up. Oh, Boy, that was close.
Actually, very good defense by Luka Doncic. Force him into a tough shot.
Well, not probably what everybody was expecting, this type of struggle from Slovenia, but all credit to Croatia. What do you reckon? Well, 14 points for Zubac.
The stats are a little misleading right there. Looks close, but man, tough half for Luka Doncic.
He's had to work really hard for his.
Yes, and he missed a lot of shots that he normally makes. Okay, so take a break, catch your legs. Here at halftime, get a little bit of extra water, maybe a banana, come out here in the second half. Hopefully you get those little touch shots that you haven't been making to go. Get your team back within striking distance.
So let's think about what Sekulic is going to be saying at halftime is, you know, do they need to be a little bit more disruptive defensively?
You definitely have to be more aggressive. I think you have to stop the others. You can't just give wide open shots, which led to, you know, at least 12 points. Okay, the lead is 13. You take some of those away, it's a single-digit game. You just got to come out and fight a little bit more. I didn't like the start to Slovenia with their energy. Doesn't seem to be much camaraderie going on in that first half. Nobody seems happy out there. You got to play with some heart, have fun. I think that translates to good basketball.
Yeah, there's been some smiles for Croatia, but there hasn't been a lot of smiles for them either, have there? I guess it's just not in their nature.
Yeah, and you know what? They have 54 points. That's a lot at halftime.
Yeah, they had 30 plus, 31 at the end of the first quarter. 54-41 Croatia on top of Slovenia at halftime.
Education, health, justice. We sometimes take these simple things for granted. They're not common for all of us. We are all born on the same planet, but not with the same opportunities.
Whatever our gender, color, belief, or capability, we are one. We are all on the same team. Let's convince those who never thought they would do it that they can. We can. Together, we are stronger. No matter your origin, basketball can bring everyone together. Basketball for good.
Nice play, finds Wenke. Gabriel and the king of South Sudan again with the rim rocker. Juba Airlines one more time.
Schroeder gets in, he goes fast. I don't think they were ready for that. And the blinding speed of Dennis Schroeder.
Holding on, he'll give it to his buddy. What a knob. Hey, remember the name. Doncic hits Horvat. No, it's blocked. Exum there on the read. Mills, extra pass, gives it to the guy with the big block.
Well, he does it with the spectacular save at one end, and then trailing down, Patty Mills finds him for the two-hand stuff.
Petrusa gets in for the dunk. What a great move. Shea turns. Alexander Walker goes in for the rim rocker. Schroeder goes downhill, gets it to the corner. Franz Wagner gets in. A little bit of elevation. Oh, Cressida, what are you doing? And the alley-oop. And Banchero this time does not lay it up. He scores right at the end of the third quarter buzzer. What do you call this? Between the legs alley-oop pass? Yes! I love it, Jeff. Yes! I'm sure you can have something better.
Mladen Bogdanovic, turnaround, quick shot, takes it. Bogdanovic, Toika. Well, coach, it may be Toika time. He's made the three-pointer. Then going into the halftime break with a 2-point lead.
Oh, a good miss. The USA got it. Bridget from the corner. You have got to be kidding me. Unbelievable. A play for the ages at the FIBA Basketball World Cup. Bridges does the unthinkable. Ties the game. 0.2 seconds left.
That is unbelievable.
These guys will be legends in their own country, but also in the international basketball world forever.
Ivica Zubac has been doing some talking to the refs, but he's also been doing some talking with his play. He's got 14 points, 6 of 9. And in fairness, I mean, he's been better than I thought he would be. I mean, he usually averages right around 10, 11 points a game. He's got 14 in the first half.
Really, I thought he was going to come out and dominate, to be honest. He's got the size. Not really many people can guard him around the rim. He can usually drop step hook.
Yeah.
But he was drop stepping and dunking most of the first half.
In fairness, the last game I saw him play was against Brazil.
Okay.
And they had some size.
Yeah, they have some big guys.
So I forgot how actually big this guy was against a team like Slovenia. Look at that.
Look at the shot chart. 6 shots inside the restricted circle. That's going to be efficient.
He's a heck of a talent. And Doncic is as well. You know you're good when you're having a terrible night and you still lead the game in scoring with 16 points. He is 8 of 9 at the line, but just 4 of 16 from the floor.
I think most notably 0-6 from 3. Couple of questionable threes at the start. It wasn't quite in the flow. Took a couple tough ones, but the rest, I thought they were going in. I'm sure he did too. Never tell him to stop shooting. I want you to get 40 attempts up if you can, Luka. That's what we all came to see anyway. I mean, he's got 16 now. He could really finish the game with 40 points easy.
And he may have to if Slovenia are going to win. I mean,
he's
it
going to
depends.
have to get at least 30.
That's always the thing, though, isn't it, with Slovenia, is how much do you rely on him and how much should you rely on him?
It's a fine balance. in his career. So, I mean, a man with that size can move his feet.
Do you know who else was in that team?
Tell me.
Borna Kapusta. I had completely forgotten about him, and he's in this team. So, well, there you go. I mean, but that's 9 years ago. But those youth teams are just lifeblood for these national teams.
Yeah.
Also, Shardich came up. He was like a big-time youth player. Anyway.
Since we're getting ready for the Olympics and talk of the world, catching up with Team USA, if you will, the reason so is these guys spend, you just said it, 9 years in a row pretty much playing the national team every summer. So you're going to finish your club team, get a small, short break, go to your national team. You pretty much stay in a hotel with your buddies, your teammates all summer. You're with them more than your family or your spouse. So yeah, it makes sense why they have that camaraderie on the court.
But even like when they're youth, when they're young.
That's what I mean. They've been doing it for years and years to come. These guys are best friends.
I mean, we see it, you know, we've seen it with Greece. We've seen it with the great Argentinian golden generation.
Germany wins the
Spain,
World
obviously.
Cup.
Germany, yeah. Germany right now has a great model.
Yes.
Great domestic league, great youth, where they get guys playing time. So Luka Doncic, and worried look on his face. But you know what? He's been in these situations before.
I think it's okay. You know, I don't think he's expecting to win this game. Obviously, you're going to come out and do everything that you can. The next game will be crucial. But you still have opportunities. That's the beauty of this tournament. You can still finish second. You're likely going to have to play Greece at some point to win. So, hey.
You have to play them before?
Yeah. If it's going to end up like this, then, yeah, you play them in the semifinal.
I mean, the likelihood is if they're going to win, they're going to have to beat Croatia and Greece, regardless, in the semifinals and final. It doesn't matter what. You know, when Croatia won it in 2000 in Italy, when they won in 2016, they lost to Italy in the first game.
Rub it in.
And then
the one that they beat me. Yeah, this might be a finals preview. Croatia, Slovenia. Very well could be on Sunday, the 7th.
I don't think the Greek fans would like that very much.
Yeah, a lot less ticket sales.
Yeah, I was just looking back here. When you played Croatia, they won 72-52. But it was even at the end of the first quarter, a 5-point lead for Croatia at halftime. It was really only the third quarter where they really started to turn it on.
That's where good teams do it. They come out, they make a few adjustments at halftime.
And you know what, Brandon? That's your middle name, isn't it?
Yes.
Michael Brandon Roll. You had a pretty good game. 21 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists.
Okay.
That wasn't too bad. It wasn't because of you that you guys lost.
I'm happy with that stat line.
But what happened to your photo? It's missing. Anyway, Courtside 1891. Get it into your smartphone by scanning in the barcode for video streams, scheduled scores, and more. A must-have app. More and more. Do you watch a lot on your phone? I do. Hey, what's going on here? We got a technical foul that was called, right?
You know what? Oh, he doesn't get it to go.
Nikolic.
It must have been as Luka was leaving the court at halftime. Somebody from the Croatian bench was saying something that really got his attention. Stopped him in his tracks, turned around. Must have been a technical on the bench.
The funny thing is they haven't registered it yet. And they come out and they miss, and it's just more of the same for Slovenia. They don't take advantage. Unbelievable. So that is interesting because nothing has actually been registered in the official play-by-play. So I don't know. I mean, maybe that's the question for the press conference after the game.
Yeah.
So it's gotten a little bit harder now, down 15 points. Doncic comes out much better.
There it is. A lot more legs in that jump shot. Got it over the front of the rim, pure swish.
Haslam, yeah. Oh, misses everything but the net. Luka takes it into the corner. Chanchar for three. Count it! Here they come.
Bravo, what a pass. You see the dime Chanchar with a little bit extra, trying to get his guys going.
It looked for a minute like he was going to give it to Nebo.
That's the beauty of Luka Doncic.
I was about to say, he's got the overall vision. Chanchar looked like he took a shot to the midsection. Oh my goodness, what a shot. That, you got to say that's a shooter's roll from Jalen Smith. That's the only way you can explain that. A little bit of love from the rim. And Chanchar loses it, and that is a huge shot in the end. Unbelievable how it's changed. And now they get the Zubats down low. And boy, how quickly they get the momentum back.
Oh man, they cut it to 10 and then a quick 5-0 and make it back 15. The energy in the arena was really up when Slovenia got it to 10.
Oh. Luka's definitely done something to anger the basketball gods because his shots are just off by a hair. Hezonja is right at Doncic. Oh my. What a, I mean, that was a tough shot.
Wow, Hezonja kind of did the 1-2 looking to pass. Realized Luka Doncic kind of stopped in his tracks and just shoots it over him.
Nikolic from deep. Boy, he's had a tough game. Alexei Nikolic. Ball goes out of bounds. Nikolic just 0 of 6 from the floor, 0 of 4 from the three-point range. Missed the free throw. And what do you think about this switch? Bringing in Giga Dimets and taking Nebo out.
Coach not happy with Nebo, letting him know, trying to talk about it. Okay, daps him up after.
Doncic fades, gets it to go. It's kind of a tough-ish. I mean, you were a naturalized player for Tunisia, so it's kind of a tough-ish position. It's like you take that spot and everybody expects you just to be perfect.
Right. There's a lot of pressure to it. It depends, you know, if it's wanted by the guys, if it's not. You know, in my case, they pretty much asked all the players if they were going to welcome it, and they did. And to their credit, they welcomed me with open arms. So, you know, Slovenia has done it in the past. They need him for this tournament. So I think everybody on the team and the whole staff definitely want Josh Nebo out there.
Speaking of naturalized, Jalen Smith is fitting in nicely with Croatia.
The third naturalized in their history. You know, Dante Draper and then Oliver Lafayette. Now Jalen Smith.
God, you're just a font of knowledge. And he makes the free throw. And, you know, it's, I guess the saving grace again for Slovenia, if they don't come back and win this game, is that they've got another one. But, you know, New Zealand are not going to come out and roll over against anybody. And meanwhile, you just got to really admire the way that Croatia have gone about their business. First, winning the FIBA pre-Olympic qualifying tournament. Second, coming out strong here this summer. Look at Hezonja, goes in for the dunk. Oh my goodness. A little bit of exclamation mark from Mr. Hezonja, Super Mario. Chanchar fouled by Zubats. He's not going to say anything. He's going to have to go. Watch him. Oh, just. Are you a great admirer of Super Mario?
Actually, yes. His game, there's a lot of skill to it. His shooting touch is very, very good, but he's got that athletic ability too. Honestly, I was thinking he was going to sign in the NBA.
The funny thing is, like in the 2016 team, as Zubats goes out and Brankovic comes in, Hezonja wasn't really a big contributor, didn't play as much. But man, has he really turned it on. It seemed like there was a lot of hype around him early in his career that maybe he didn't live up to, but boy, he's surpassing it now.
I'm not even sure that he didn't live up to it. The teams that he were on were just so stacked, right. You know? He didn't always have this type of opportunity.
That team had Bogdanovic, Šarić, Krunoslav Simon, Darko Planinic.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a good Croatia team.
Yeah, so they're not going to let the young kid come in there and just shoot all the time, things like that.
There's Zubac. Well, Nicholas, he's having a tough game. He knows it. And in fairness, Ato Petrovic probably, you know, I got to say, that was one of the greatest coaching jobs ever. That, in my opinion, to beat Italy in Italy.
Yeah.
And from the very beginning, he was confident that they were going to get it done. Look at Sharks, so strong with the basketball. Must be a nightmare guarding him. Prepelic for three. Bam. I mean, for me, that is the bigger issue for me is why is he not getting touches, Prepelic? He has to get his shots. He's capable of drilling 3 or 4 in a row.
That, and then Luka playing faster. You know, so many people said it during his season. Wow.
Filipovic,
you
got to admire it. 9th three-pointer, 9 of 19 for Croatia. Prepelic.
He heard you.
He did, and then he didn't make me look smart. Smith, meanwhile, back to Filipovic, and bam. He's having himself a game, folks.
Wow.
Goran Filipovic, 14 points. 4th three-pointer of the game. He's 4 of 5. You're not going to beat Croatia if they're hitting 10 of 20 from deep.
No, you're not. They just have too much talent, and they're big dogs, if you will. And then when the other guys are just knocking down shots like this, nearly impossible. They've already got 73 points in 25 minutes. Talk about efficiency. So you see Slovenia 4 of 22 from 3, 18%. My goodness, that's not going to get it done. That's why you're down 20. Filipovic, 14 points, 5 of 7 shooting, 4 of 5 from deep. Just making Slovenia absolutely pay.
You know, he was also in that under-19 World Championship team. It's incredible how you just remember certain players from certain events.
He's leaving his mark on the game.
Well,
I'm definitely going to remember him from this OQT.
I mean, don't forget, they made it to the final that year and lost to a great USA team that had Jalen Brunson. Oh, boy, the turnover. Brankovic, good job. Wasn't fooled. Now he gets rewarded. Oh, I think he was trying to one-hand jam it.
Sharks just completely turns to his own bench. My fault. Absolutely terrible pass. If Brankovic can't catch it, it's way too high.
And another turnover. Filipovic drives in. Prepelic fouls. Yeah, Filipovic had, in 2022, I remember he played against Sweden, had 29 points as Croatia came back and beat Sweden in double overtime. I mean, he's got some big games in him. And it just does not look like it's going to be Slovenia's night.
No. I think we're moving on with their chances of winning this game. Honestly, if you're Coach Sekulic, you might want to start thinking about sitting Luka the rest of the game. He's banged up.
Get him out, rest him.
Yeah.
Rest him.
You don't want the knee to hurt anymore.
They're going to be off tomorrow. Get ready for a must-win rest of the tournament.
Yeah.
They would have to beat. They would have to beat New Zealand. They would have to beat Greece or
probably Greece in the semifinal.
Yeah,
and probably Croatia in the final.
Yeah. Although they could potentially play the Dominican Republic, but you would expect Greece to win that one, to win their game and to finish first.
Yes.
I don't want to dismiss Dominican Republic.
Fair. They do have a lot of talent.
But Greece would be prohibitive favorites. There is Doncic leaning in and scoring. Yeah, but then again, we talk about, you know, teams can come back and win games. They could go on a run here. It's just been a, it's funny because we were talking at lunch with our Croatian friend, and he just was not rating the chances of Croatia at all, was he?
Absolutely. Just killing them. He was making me rethink them even winning a game, but they look phenomenal.
Well, this is definitely the Croatia that I saw beat Brazil. Also Poland. Here is the offensive rebound and putback. Because you know, what were we talking about before this game? We were talking about their depth.
Yep.
And it's the others that have been just as good. Edo Muric knocks down a three.
Slovenia going with the 5-guard lineup. You count Chanchar. Going small. Without Zubac on the paint or in the floor, I like that.
Jalen Smith knocks down a three. It's their night. 11 of 22 as a team.
Good save by Edo Muric, just head down, trying to cause some type of something. Running in there, knocking bodies, gets the offensive board, but Pepelitz really wanted the foul. It's not on the screen right now, but he's really barking at the referee.
Can't see him right now, but Yasmin Rapesa in the house, former Croatia coach. They always show up when they're winning, don't they? Entry pass, that was good play. I think, did I mention to you earlier, Horvat, I think is a guy that can really help this team this summer. He looks like he needs to be on the court getting minutes. He's got those positive vibes.
Yeah, he's put together a couple of very solid campaigns in France the last couple of years.
Oh, nice pass. What a performance from Croatia. The Croatian sensations. And Doncic missing from deep. Nebo with the rebound. So what's the delay here, Mike?
That's the Jeopardy
Clock
question.
issue? Oh, it's Jeopardy. Alex Trebek is in the house. OQT, boy. I would have thought coming into this, and I still think it is potentially going to be the best, but I'm not surprised Croatia are winning, but I'm surprised they're winning by 21. I'm a little bit surprised the Dominican Republic won as decisively as they did against Egypt. So it's been kind of blowout city on day one.
Yeah, I'm with you on the first one. I didn't expect Croatia to go up by this many. I thought it would be much closer, if not Slovenia winning.
But that was only after our conversation at lunch with our Croatian friend. Because before that, I think I told you I was quite high on Croatia. I just had to be quiet at lunch because the Croatian guy.
The Dominican Republic does not shock me at all, actually.
No.
That's a very talented team, some really good guard play.
Look at the Slovenian fans. They've come here and they are just frustrated. They've invested in the clothing, the green glasses, the hats, the flags. They didn't come to see this, but maybe it's just gonna thicken the plot, so to speak.
So the game clock here in the arena is 2:38. On TV, it's 2:37.
Makes you wonder if something is amiss.
I'm assuming it's 2:37 point something, which is making the arena clock round up. But we need official word.
There's a Slovenian.
He wins the outfit of the day.
They've got one guy that wears like an all-green suit, but I'm not sure he's here tonight.
Dan, I know that
amazing.
because Africa, they knocked me out. Ended my Tunisian career.
It's annoying for you.
That's sad.
That's right. Yeah, they did beat you guys in qualifying for the World Cup. And Australia will be a force.
Okay.
Perhaps. So
there's one more that we haven't
Canada.
named. Canada. Oh, Canada
Might be the favorites.
They're looking really good.
I'm telling you.
Let's not go with the favorites here, but
let's go with this is going to be the greatest Olympic tournament of all time.
They should medal.
Yeah. And then you add potentially Latvia to the mix, or Brazil, maybe. Just judging from today.
Yeah.
Then you add Croatia or Greece, or maybe if Slovenia can recover.
I think this showing for Slovenia is not going to be the rest of the tournament here. I think it's just a poor start, and then it was just too much of an uphill battle to climb. And at this point, maybe you conserve your energy. Maybe it's better.
They've also kind of called a hot team, haven't they? Because Croatia have played well. They just won a tournament at home.
Yep.
Opitia. And
you know, Slovenia is a little bit deeper bench on paper, so maybe it's better you catch them the last day of the tournament. And the Croatian guys are a little bit more tired because they played more minutes, a heavier load.
Just throwing that out as a possibility.
Yeah.
Okay, let's listen to Coach Sekulic.
It's about pride, guys. It's not about who, what, where. It's about what you do on the court now. How you do it. Stigneš a playa pa ga stisni, malo mali pauše. Stisni ga, riskiraj malo. Ajde. Stigneš a playa. Če je pressing vidno, če je press, centri pomagajte, štiri, pomagajte da je press release.
What jumps out to me right there, 5 fast break points. The one time I see Luka push the pace on the defensive board, they got a nice open shot. You really got to see more of that. And there was so much talk during the NBA Finals of him playing faster, pushing the pace, getting his teammates involved on the break instead of him just walking the ball up. I don't know who's going to get through to him. You know, obviously the Dallas Mavericks organization really tried. National team probably trying the same, but, you know, you let him do his thing. I would love to see him go a little bit faster at times.
Well, I think we were able to listen to Sekulic as we have this delay. We're assuming it's the shot clock is off, and that's what the issue is. But hearing Sekulic talk there, we're not going to see Luka Doncic coming out. You were suggesting maybe they might want to think about it, let him rest up a little bit.
I would look to do that at some point, and it's got to be soon. I mean, it's 21 points right now. Maybe you give him through the end of the third to, if he makes a three, correct me if I'm wrong, still 0 for on 3. Yeah, 0 for 8 from 3 on the game. Give him the rest of the quarter. If he makes a 3 and you kind of sense some life, great. If not, and it's still 20 plus, all right, go take a shower, have a nice night. Let's regroup as a team. We're gonna come out for the game against the Tall Blacks.
Okay, so just as a reminder, the power rankings here, it was Greece that was ranked #1. Now, I was talking about the good form of Croatia. They had beaten Brazil. They had beaten Poland. Here we go. And so Croatia came into this. Yeah, they'd beaten Poland and Brazil. I thought they'd played a couple of other games, but so anyway, they were in fine fettle. Slovenia was in a good mood as well, though, so clearly that hasn't carried over for them, but obviously Luke only played one game for them against Brazil. But you have to know also, if you are Slovenia, you have to be locked in from the minute if you're going to have a chance to beat a team like Croatia.
Yeah, I mean, I thought that was a given, but okay. We had a lackluster start today, and it just snowballed. Credit to Croatia for putting it on them early, not letting them come back. You know, Slovenia did cut it to 10 there early in this quarter, but right after that went on the 5-0 run, got the steal to make it 15, and haven't let up since. So just chalk it up as a poor night, a very poor shooting night for one. I think Luka kind of gets his energy from the offensive end. If he sees the ball go in the hoop, then his defensive performance is going to be a little bit better, be a little bit more active, less wincing.
It's really interesting. You know, you just look at teams and what their form is, and Croatia haven't had form. They finished 12th at the 2014 Eurobasket in 2022. They didn't qualify for the FIBA Basketball World Cup, but they took advantage of winning the FIBA pre-Olympic qualifying tournament. And that's where that's where you tip your hat to Croatia and say, you know what, you got that right. You still had a chance, and now they look a dangerous team.
Yeah, they look really good. Zubac holding down the paint, being the big guy that he is. When you have Mario Hezonja out there, I mean, he can win you games just by himself. So,
won a Spanish title this year with Real Madrid.
Yeah.
of 6. Kapusta's 1 of 2. 2 of 4 for Hezonja. 1 of 2 for Nakic. I thought Charlotte should hit a 3. Has he not hit a 3? I guess not. Yeah, he's 0 for 2. But if you're winning and you're up 21 points, if you're Croatia, you don't like this delay, do you? Everything is going well. Now this changes things a little bit. Perhaps. Players have to stay loose. Spain well up on Lebanon and in San Juan today. So we talked about Latvia and Brazil winning up in Riga. Bahamas winning over Finland. Great come from behind performance for them. And then we've got Italy, Bahrain, and Mexico, Lithuania starting things off in San Juan, which obviously that's going to be an exciting tournament.
It's almost a home game for Mexico.
Yeah, they should have some fans. There should be some sombreros in the crowd.
It's like a quick little puddle jump.
It is. You could take like a
speedboat.
That said, those are pretty stormy seas right now. You might want to avoid that. Remember the last 4, back in 2021, none of the home teams won the FIBA Olympic qualifying tournaments.
Yeah.
Canada hosted, they lost.
It's a lot of added pressure. I mean, so much organization goes in around the city. We heard the Greek Prime Minister came and spoke to the team. That's a big deal. You think about that as a player, you know, I can't let them down. Added pressure on my shoulders. Maybe one important jump shot comes up a little bit short because you know everybody's watching you, something like that. It's tough.
Now it makes me wonder, like what you're talking about, sitting down potentially Doncic, he's sitting there.
Yeah.
Is there any danger of him coming out after a long rest like this?
Yes.
And maybe tightening up?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he's dealing with a lot. We don't know exactly what, but you saw him wearing the bandage, the warming before the game and halftime on the knee. Yeah, if you're already dealing with an injury, you get cold, joints get tight, muscles get tight. You don't want to risk injury. I'd shut it down.
That would be your...
if I were the coach, yeah.
Well, no Goran Dragic for this team anymore. He didn't play last year either. He retired from the national team. He's retired from basketball. So his brother Zoran seems to be pretty healthy. Seems like for Slovenia to be good, he needs to be out there really pushing the pace.
That's what I was trying to see in the first half. I mean, he's definitely going to be their best transition bucket. Yeah. He's phenomenal at that. Just catch it and go or off the pass. And clearly they played way too slow this game. 60 points is a fine amount, but not when you give up 81. Slovenia just needs some easy buckets. Can't resolve on Luka to do everything for you. And he has that respect. You know, he's been on the national team forever. He's older.
Gosh knows. We were thinking this game might finish at 10:45. It's 10:22.
Jinxed it.
Yeah, you did. You did. Maybe this will lull Croatia to a little bit of a slumber.
Yeah, that's another aspect to this. Okay, I take my statement back. If I'm Coach Sekulic, I'm letting my guys go. Yeah, I mean, it's like a whole different game now.
Look at Filipovic trying to stay loose. Okay, so it seems like
if I'm Slovenia, I'm not happy that Croatia has balls out and they're shooting on the basket right now. Yeah, that's not fair.
And Slovenia wants to get down and take some shots.
Yeah.
Looks like Edo Muric might be taking things into his own hand.
Yeah, he's about to walk down there.
Start shooting with him.
The referees need to take control of that.
So, score clocks, 24-second shot clock has had to have some repairs done. And they're still repairing it, so apologies for the delay. I'll tell you another broken backboard, actually at the last one. It always happens at the afterbasket. Remember Eddie Tavares yanking it down for Cape Verde? Were you playing that night,
yes.
you guys?
Yes.
I mean, that was, that led to a rather lengthy delay.
Yeah.
But this is taking just as long, unfortunately. So it's 81-60. Croatia just got on top of Slovenia, poured in 31 points in the first quarter, and they have been on top ever since. Slovenia did outscore them 25-23 in the second, but Croatia have pushed the lead up to 21 in the third quarter. So with 12 minutes and 20 seconds left. There he is. Now Luka's, get on your bike, Luka. That's one of the things they say in England. On your bike.
Have you ever seen this? Both teams in a layup line together during a game.
I have not.
So for the fans watching, there's, you know, the shot clock is out on one end. So both teams right now are warming up together on the other end.
Would you guys with Tunisia have done that with Egypt back in the day?
Oh gosh, no.
I mean, they're doing that, but Luka is over there on the bike.
I wonder if these guys working on the clock know what they have to do, because the clock is on.
I think they're screwing it in.
The front is not working. The side is working.
Well, let's just keep our fingers crossed that when it does go up, that it stays up. A little frustrating for Coach Josip Cesar, whose team probably has played about as well as he could have hoped at this stage.
Yeah.
And you don't want to have anything knock you out of your stride.
All right, basket's going up.
Oh, so the light's gone off again. Is that on purpose?
Yeah. Fingers crossed. Basket's up. Let's plug it in. Luka Magic, you are my GOAT. I like that sign.
Well, that is not surprising. So, looks like the fans are getting excited. They see that we're almost there, and again, apologies for the delay here in Piraeus at the FIBA Olympic qualifying tournament. Dario Saric
What do you do as a player? I mean, so you'll finish this game, and then you'll go back and you will eat something, or you won't? Because it'll be quite late, won't it?
Oh, have to eat. Have to eat.
Oh, you have to eat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You spent so much energy, calories. Got to replenish your body. Full meal.
Like with what? Like full meal, really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. A lot of protein, a lot of carbs. Hydrate. That's probably number one.
Equally crucial.
Yeah. Good salt, not just water.
Because the other thing to bear in mind is that they're playing the first game tomorrow.
Yeah, it's an even quicker turnaround, so you don't even have 24-hour break.
I mean, this game's essential for them.
Yes. Realistically, you want to get to bed as quickly as possible. Very difficult for players when they play late at night. The adrenaline rushing through your body, your muscles got to calm down. A lot of guys go to sleep, closer to 3 a.m. Then with the early game time tomorrow, depending on the coaching staff, it's best if you let the players sleep, till 10, 10:30 if possible. Have a brunch. Then you get a snack right before you do your film. Go to the game.
And they come and have the shoot around.
No shoot around tomorrow.
No, just breakfast.
Yeah, just breakfast. Have a team meeting. Watch some film. Go over the game plan.
So we can see that as you look at the picture there on the right, 24-second shot clock, it had been on. It's not on. And it looks like, so they've taken it off of that and they put it down at the base. Is that what you understood was happening? I thought they had fixed it and they were going to leave it up there.
No, I thought they were going to put it in the corners of the whole court on top of the LED board. But this is a decent proposal.
Yeah, as long as nobody runs into it.
I think somebody's going to have to hold it.
Just thinking the days before the shot clock, you didn't have this issue. It's one of the disadvantages. So Doncic finally comes out, starts shooting some baskets. Starts warming up.
Maybe it's a new game for him. He might make some threes here in the last 12 minutes and 38 seconds.
We haven't seen the Brezniaks yet, which is a little surprising for Croatia. I would have assumed we would have seen at least one of them get some minutes, but things have gone so well. It's almost like the coach just did not want to rock the boat in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
Thanks for your patience. Prepelic comes out and misses a 3 right at the start. Here's Filipovic with the hot hand, and he remains hot. 5th 3 of the game.
That's incredible. Good for you, Filipovic. 5 of 6.
Prepelic fouled, putting it up. He's got 3 free throws coming. Anytime you contest a 3 like this, look, okay, so you're hand checking already, and he feels the hand check, and that is just smart by Prepelic. They're going to call the foul.
Yeah, it was a foul. You can crowd him. I like the crowding. There's not much room in the corner.
But you just can't.
You got to keep your hands up.
Yeah.
Make it with your body.
And the break seems to have affected Prepelic's shooting. He's missed the first 3. He did get fouled here shooting the 3. Missed the first free throw. Now he finally makes one. And again, 12 minutes and 6 seconds. So there is still a lot of basketball to be played.
Yeah. It's possible. Crazy things happen in this game.
Unlikely, but possible. There's Anya. And to Brankovic, Nebo with the foul. So already the difference between this Slovenia and the Slovenia that we saw in 2021 in Kaunas is they're not blowing everybody out. I mean, nobody came close to them in Kaunas.
Right.
And now here they are staring at an 0-1 start. Unless they can summon something magical here late in the game.
Brankovic shooting on the right side of the line.
Oh, jinxed him.
That's why you missed it.
Brankovic comes out, fouls Doncic. Number 4. Zubac has the 4 fouls. He's on the bench. And Prepelic open and misses.
That's one he wanted back. Great dime by Luka Doncic to be able to hit the corner. Prepelic normally a knockdown when he's wide open like that. He wants that one back.
Šarić, is he going to go right at Luka? Yep, nowhere to go. Passes to Brankovic, who cuts in, and that was all Šarić. Here's a lob, and that's how it started. So we thought from Slovenia it was going to be better, isn't it? They just haven't been able to get that going.
Yeah, maybe this is a good practice for them to kind of get that touch between the two. It's going to be very key for their next coming games. The Luka Doncic lob to Josh Nebo. Precision passing.
So going upstairs to Nebo is never a bad thing. And Doncic has 8 assists, 9 rebounds to go with his 22 points. Wow. Almost got a triple-double. Šarić at the line himself having not a bad game. Makes the first.
He's had a terrific game.
10 rebounds to go with his 16 points, and he has 8 assists.
Just absolutely brought his hard hat. Banging down low, driving the ball. Spirited play. He'd also be looking to get Šarić and Hazonia some rest in the 4th quarter.
Miha Sekvanik has come in for Gregor Horvat.
Yeah.
Doncic went right at Brankovic. 24 now for Luka. Magic. Charge again to Brankovic.
We got the Croatian strength and conditioning coach right ahead of us, and he really loved that dunk from the young fella. Brankovic looking super athletic.
Brankovic is a player that can help him. He's come in with the game feeling like it's already decided, but I do wonder down the road where he might, will he get some more time, maybe against bigger teams?
These are quality minutes for him. Young player. Maybe you could get the last 10, play the whole game, play the whole fourth quarter, excuse me. Kind of measure yourself against a very top-level European player, Josh Nebo.
Look at him again. I mean, he is just like the Brankovic show right now. So Brankovic making his presence felt. He's got 7 points, and that is 3 quarters in the books, 93-68.
.25 differential, 5 of 27. We're just going to highlight that one more time. 19% shooting from 3. That is not up to their standard. We saw a couple mid-range shots from Luka early. Thought possibly he could really get it going, get his team back in the fight. You see this beautiful cross-court pass. Find Chanchar in the corner. That's when they cut it to 10. Then a couple great plays from Croatia, get it back up to 15, and ever since then, it has been 20 plus seemingly. Super Mario.
Filipovic clearly having a great game tonight. And then you see Brankovic trying to guard Doncic. Bites on the pump fake. So Brankovic played for Croatia at the FIBA Under-18 European Championship in 2018 and the Under-20 European Championship in 2019. So this is 4 years on, 5 years on from that. And again, he won the title this season in Germany with FC Bayern. 6.7 points, 2.9 rebounds, and this is a team that's loaded.
Yeah.
So it's difficult to get playing time. And he started in 11 games in the regular season, played 24 games overall.
Yeah, what average 12 and a half minutes. Looks like he's going to get about that 12 and a half minutes if he plays the rest of this fourth. These are valuable minutes when you're trying to fight for time and improve. Take every rep very serious.
And obviously FC Bayern played in Europe as well. So there is the alley-oop.
What a pass. What a pass. Just a flick of the wrist.
Nine rebounds and 9 assists for Doncic to go to his 26 right now. Here is Hezonja, well short. Chanchar thought about getting it to Doncic. Elects to, and that's number 3 finally on Hezonja.
Beautiful alley-oop. Chanchar sneaking behind the defense from the corner. Luka led him to the basket.
Chanchar from the left. And Brankovic is so tall, he just kind of
tips it away. Yeah, smart play. This is what we came to see. Hazonia, Doncic one-on-one in the post. Good help by Nebo.
Šarić, oh my, misses that, but Brankovic there and just cleaning up the mess. He's pretty automatic.
Yeah.
Offensively, shooting it. Telegraph pass picked off by Hazonia. And Brankovic hustles down, clatters into Doncic. So it's back to live action. Doncic still in the game. Prepelic, knock it down.
Gets another to go. Prepelic 3 of 9 from 3. I think this is just a great practice at this point. Get used to the balls, the rims here, get a feel for it.
Oh my. Filipovic, you might want to save some of those for later in the tournament. Now he's 6 of 7 from three-point range.
We were talking about the bingo card earlier in game 1.
And that pass gets away from Nebo. This could be the first unsportsmanlike. Nope, they're not going to call it.
It's a 25-point game. We don't need to call that.
Yeah, I'm glad that we don't see it. Sometimes when they huddle, it leads to a review, but I don't think it's going to be that way this time. Oh, he is going to challenge it. Cesar just can't leave well enough alone, can he?
Come on, coach.
So he's got his triple-double, Doncic, but it doesn't really matter for Slovenia. They're losing by 25. Why do you think he would challenge this call right now?
Just to show your guys that you're always going to be playing 100%. You got to coach that way. Everything matters.
Yeah, that's true. Good answer.
From the side. Oh, he's playing the ball.
He's coming from the side. He's going for the ball.
He's going for the ball, and we have and this one, and we have the one white. Yes. So C4 is not involved.
Yes. He's playing the ball. It's also not excessive.
It's not excessive.
We stay with normal foul.
We stay in normal foul. After the review, head coach challenge not successful. Ball to red on the side. With the throw-in is in the backcourt on the backcourt with 24 on the shot clock.
Okay, so they're going to keep it. A wasted challenge, up 25 points. But you're right. I mean, if you tell your guys to play for all 40 minutes, you got to coach for all 40 minutes.
Yeah, it's more to send the message to your guys, not that you really want that challenge up 25. Gonna be a nice fadeaway coming. Oh, nice pass.
I mean, Brankovic is just earning a living right now, right at the rim. I mean, they're points in the paint, 46 for Croatia. Doncic, that looks good. It was long. Well, if you're Doncic in Slovenia, maybe you just like get it out of your system now.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he's taking notes for the potential rematch later in this tournament, seeing what works, what doesn't, how the defenders are going to be playing you.
Strange thing is, though, that don't forget, so Croatia playing this late game, they got to turn around and play tomorrow New Zealand. Now, New Zealand can come out and put in a performance and get a win. So that would leave, and then say Slovenia comes back and wins against New Zealand, then you got three-way tie, and then you got goal difference. So this right now, this 102-73 margin is worrying for Slovenia. They're not just losing, they're getting blown out.
Yeah,
almost by 30.
We haven't seen Zoran Dragic play nearly at all.
Yeah,
14
there must
minutes.
be something wrong.
Maybe he's not completely healthy.
But this must be, so, you know, New Zealand might be looking at this and thinking, gosh, I mean, we know we'd have to beat one of them anyway, but.
Yeah, as long as we win one,
yeah,
with this point differential, 29.
They're not going to lose by this amount, and you wouldn't think so.
Right.
And if they were to lose a game, New Zealand will try to come out and win both, obviously. Nebo stays with it, and then he's fouled on the putback attempt. If I were to tell you Croatia, Mike, I'm going to tell you what. I think Croatia are 30 points better than Slovenia. What would you have told me before the game? No chance.
No chance. Definitely no chance.
So this is just a bizarre result.
Yeah, so much is running through my mind. One, Luka, obviously so much to be said about him. He's a magician out there. We're not going to see this type of shooting performance again. 0 for 9 from 3. Next game, he's going to be hot. It's just how it works.
Nikolic, too, he struggled. Ball goes out of bounds. I mean, definitely, you look back and you remember Slovenia, so they had that great run at the Olympics in Tokyo. They played Eurobasket 2022 and were really good until they got beat by Poland in the quarterfinals.
Right.
That upset. And since that moment, you could argue they just haven't been the same. Now, here's the pass to Nebo, goes up for another jam.
Showing the hops. Duncan while he's still going up. I always wanted to do that.
You know, Nebo means sky in Slovenia.
I did know that. We were told this morning.
Brankovic. Dare we say he just put somebody on a poster.
Put Nebo on the poster.
Oh, my gosh. It's usually Nebo putting people on a poster. Prepelic gets a 3. Okay, now they're speeding up the game.
It's 24. You know, you talk about the point differential. Man, if you could get it to 12, 14.
Yeah. Oh. That's what they've got to be thinking about right now.
Yeah. Tries to thread the needle a little bit too much.
Croatia calling timeout. Do you think he's calling timeout because of the points?
Yes.
To say, hey, guys, we're up by this. Look at that. Oh, my goodness. I don't think that's really qualifies. Oh, look at that. He brought the gun show. I don't think that qualifies as putting him on a poster, though.
Oh, the snapshot is him in the picture.
Okay, so it doesn't have to be like going into him and just crushing him. All right, let's listen. Actually, let's don't listen. Fourth quarter. How often we forget. It's interesting. Look, he's drawing up plays, wants them to stay sharp. Don't read too much into this, guys. We're winning the game. That's all you need to know.
Yeah, there's still time on the clock. We got to, one, improve, keep getting better.
What has New Zealand learned by watching this game? Other than just Croatia good? They have to guard.
You can't, you can't let the other guys just have wide open shots or else they're going to make you pay. They're still professionals. It's what they do every day. Just because they're not the names of the star 4, if you will, they're good players.
Well, I've seen New Zealand play enough. I mean, I know they can beat any. They can give any team a game.
Yeah.
So they will be chomping or perhaps champing at the bit, however you prefer. I think as an American, you probably say chomping.
Chomping,
right?
yes.
That's what I would say. But can you believe they say champing in England? Champing at the bit. I think they will be hungry to face this Croatian team to show everybody what they're made of. It's just a professional move. He's been probably the player of the game. Nikolic. Man. So really what it looks like for Slovenia is they're going to absolutely have to. They're going to, I'm guessing they're hoping, they don't really, do you think they care if New Zealand beats Croatia tomorrow, or would they rather see, I guess they would rather see Croatia win that game.
Yeah, so then it's just a win.
New
and
Zealand
you're in.
winning, it does them no favors.
Yeah.
It puts the pressure on them.
Yeah, might even hurt them.
In fact, if New Zealand win the game tomorrow, that means they would have to win by whatever they lose to make up that goal difference.
Yes.
So they will be desperate.
So they definitely want Croatia to win.
And that is not a certainty, in my opinion, at all. There is the pass down low. New Zealand will, they will fight. Over the years, they've always played hard. And might Croatia relax a little mentally? Could they have a letdown after playing like this?
They have some veterans on the team, so I would be surprised. A lot of these guys have been with the national team for years. You know, they have the experience. So I would be very surprised at that.
Whew. There you go. Finally, Nikolic, he needs something good to happen.
Gets his first one to go, 1 for 6.
Šarić, high arcing shot. Nebo, go quickly.
Pull up 3. Gets the lob off. Just a poor execution of the pass.
Bounds, yeah.
You know what I'm always surprised about? So I saw the video earlier, but the Slovenia team is not wearing Luka's shoe.
Maybe there's a reason.
I thought everybody would have it.
What, the black one?
I mean, just his shoe doesn't have to be the black one, but yeah, the Luka Doncic.
Well, you've got 3 minutes remaining. We've got Drezniak in the game now. We're wondering if we were going to see either of the Drezniaks. So it's Dario Drezniak. And now we see the other Drezniak coming into the game, Mateo. So Drezniak 1-2 punch as Jalen Smith goes out. Good game for him, 11 points. Oh, Krushman throws it out of bounds.
Slight miscommunication there.
106 to 83. Skergar getting some minutes at the end of the game here. Prepelic. So a tough night at the office for Slovenia. They put themselves into a slightly awkward situation here. They better, I'm guessing they'll be pulling hard tomorrow for Croatia, because if New Zealand win that game, it is not going to look good for Slovenia make it to the Olympics. Great.
25-point differential now. You were really hoping to get it under 20 if you're Slovenia. Doesn't seem like it's going to go that way.
Yeah. They're going to count it? Ooh, Drezniak. I'm not surprised he's involved in some contact. He's a scrapper. Dario Drezniak. Ooh.
Dimesh got him with a nice elbow to the midsection right here. Whoop.
Guessing no intent there, is there? I mean, it's just turning.
Yeah, just playing physical.
Yeah.
Nice play. Gets the friendly bounce.
Doncic thinking about what might have been. So Captain Ruben Tarangi from New Zealand, no doubt, I'm sure, finding this game interesting, along with Finn Delaney, Yanni Wetzel. Played at Alba Berlin, so he'll know Brankovic. Maybe they'll trade blows a little bit. Sam Menenga had some good play when he was at Davidson. I remember him doing that. Corey Webster, obviously back in the team. That's explosive score for New Zealand. Flynn Cameron, Ethan Rusbach, late shooter. Vodanovic, a real battler. Won the title with Tasmania Jack Jumpers. Jordan Natai, another real fierce competitor, good shooter. Tyrell Harrison and Shea Illy. And Shea Illy is going to be, this is going to be a difficult game for Croatia. And I for one, am really interested to see what happens. This could be this potential Luka Doncic, Giannis Antetokounmpo showdown may not even come close to happening. Not even in the semifinals.
Let's not put that out there. It's going to happen. I think it will.
I don't know. I mean, it's on this evidence, it's 50-50.
Yeah, Croatia looked really good today.
No, they did. But what I mean is if New Zealand win that game, well, that's goal difference comes into it.
But my point is that Croatia looked so good that I think they'll get the win tomorrow.
Okay. Oh, I see what you mean. You don't think they're going to relax?
I do not.
Horvat for 3. Well, I can say that you will not be getting any good New Zealand lamb in the mail for Christmas for the fans watching. Since you're not backing them. Oh, a little bit of scrappiness with Edo Maric and Sonia. Well, there he is. He wanted to coach his team, and I don't think there's any disputing that he's done some nice things with it. FIBA pre-Olympic qualifying tournament win, and here he is now winning convincingly over the Slovenia team. Still a lot of work to do, but they are definitely in the running. Here's Horvat getting the steal. And goes old school. Remember the dunk early in the game as well? That was in the first game.
Ah, yes.
From Egypt, the lefty, El Sheikh.
Yes, I missed the wide open dunk. Better secure it, get the layup. But okay, they did their job. They cut it to 16.
Yep.
Okay, some more potential here. Stopping a bucket would go a long way.
See if Slovenia can go down and get another bucket. That could be crucial.
Yeah.
They better go quickly.
Shoot it, shoot it.
Oh, he gets it off in time, and they call the foul.
No,
they did not. Boy, had he been able to get to the line, that could have been big.
Still a good finish by Slovenia to get it to 16 points.
Now that would give, so that gives them every incentive now. Well, we'll see what happens tomorrow. Let's take it one game at a time. Croatia come out and blow the doors off the hinges tonight. They win it 108-92 over Slovenia. And this is going to be, well, a fun team to watch, Croatia. They got the talent. I think they probably got better depth than we anticipated.
It's a great showing by
the others.
Yes. Look at Jalen Smith waving off Filipovic. He's still hot.
Smoking hot.
If we can get any type of performance like that again, watch out, New Zealand. Yep. I don't speak their language, but they're saying, okay, we got to do it again. Let's focus on the next game.
Yeah, that was definitely one of those. We can't relax. Celebrate it tonight. Be ready tomorrow.
Yeah.
Look at Dario Saric talking, and look at that. The handoff.
Special moments.
That was a nice picture. So we had a lengthy delay, folks. That's why this game was, because of the 24-second shot clock technical difficulty malfunction. Jalen Smith, all smiles for everybody with Croatia, including the strength coach. He was bouncing off the walls in front of us all night. Couldn't have seen anybody happier in the arena. The peace and friendship. What do you think about these numbers? The three-point shooting probably was even more decisive than what it indicates there.
Yeah, just like the first game, these ending numbers don't tell the whole story to the game. 24%, although it's bad, it was a lot worse for Slovenia shooting. They were able to get some to go late, cut it down to 16. It looked like Croatia was just walking away with a 20-plus point lead nearly the whole second half. Great individual performance by Dario Saric. Brought his hard hat, really played well.
Yeah, he was the player of the game, deservedly being recognized as the TCL player of the game, had the triple-double. So again, as we look back at these highlights, Saric finished with 19 points, 10 rebounds, 10 assists, set the tone early, brought the hard hat, and the leadership, the captain, the focus. But it's interesting just kind of looking at the body language and the focus of Hezonja as well. He looks like he's really got a leadership role in this. He's got a lot at stake. This is his moment now to really establish himself.
You talked about him being on the team 8 years ago in Turin. You know, the young guy with some really good vets on that team, but this is his time to shine. As you said, you know, him and Saric are really going to come out and play. Zubac's really going to do his thing, but I think for Croatia to have the chance to win this OQT, he's going to have to play well. He's the most dynamic player that they have, makes tough shots, puts a lot of pressure on the defense. So looks like he's really relinquishing it and speaking to his guys in a leadership manner.
So the Filipovic's, the Kapustas, the supporting cast answered the call tonight. Brankovic as well came out. Nakic played well. Yeah, I'm not as concerned about the depth of Croatia as maybe we were before the game.
Yes, I agree. They really answered the call a lot today.
So here we are, Croatia up at the top at 1-0, and Slovenia with the participation point in second, but New Zealand obviously don't take the court until tomorrow, and that is a must-see game. Slovenia will be sweating bullets tonight, hoping that Croatia win that one, I'm convinced. So thanks for watching, everybody. Big win tonight for Croatia here at the FIBA Olympic qualifying tournament in Piraeus, 108-92.